Lovely people. This is the Mind Talk Show. Welcome to the program today. Welcome to the show. My name is Lynn. In today's video, maybe you're out there as a parent and you've been going through a problem of your child not knowing how to cope up with what is happening. These children could be going through a lot of stresses. They could be going through a lot of hurdles in life. They could be going through a lot of thoughts that are unhealthy. And now as a parent, how do you come in and help them to cope up with stressful moments or situations that they cannot adhere to? So in this video, I'm gonna give you tips on how you can educate your child or how you can support your child so that they can have these coping skills. Remember, problems are here with us and they are here to stay because and sometimes they come so that we can be strong, so that we can know how to cope up or how to handle or how to be problem solvers. So in case you're there wondering now, how do I support my child? Start knowing how to cope up, because I see many children, if there is something that is happening, it makes them feel so low. They feel so bad. They feel that they are failures. They don't know what they are doing, and everything goes a mess. So as a child, I want to teach you, as a parent, I want to tell you that there is a way you can support your child. And you see, children are very good copers. They can copy from you. So you should be a role model. How do you handle problems yourself? And in fact, do you believe that children go through thoughts? Do you believe that children go through emotions? Do you believe that children have emotions? If you do believe, because as for me, I believe children go through emotions. Children are human beings. They know everything. They are subjected. They are vulnerable to each and everything that we go through as parents. But now, the only thing they don't know is how to handle. You know, for you, you're a problem solver. You can get into a conflict and solve it yourself. But now for the kids, the young children, how do they go about a problem that has come their way? So number one, encourage them to label. Encourage them to label their emotions. How do you go about this? For example, I am mad. Encourage your children to tell you how they feel, the thoughts that are inside of them. Let them out. For example, I'm mad, I'm sad, I'm not happy, I am bored, I am frustrated, I am happy, or I am feeling good, These are some of the emotions that they are supposed to label. After your child has told you that they are feeling sad, they are feeling emotional, they are feeling frustrated, now try to find out what could be frustrating this kid. What could be going on? What went wrong, and how and where? Because they could be frustrated from school. Because many a times parents, we let our children tell us the negative part of them. Like for example, a child comes and tell you, I'm so terrible in mathematics, I'm so terrible in biology, I'm so terrible in this subject. It is wrong. It is wrong. You as a parent, you're supposed to encourage them so that they can have a positive self-talk. They can change from being terrible to being good. I think I failed in mathematics, but next time I'm gonna do it well. You know why? Because I'm going to work it hard. I'm going to solve this problem myself. You see, there's a difference between that and saying, I'm terrible. I'm just very bad in this and that. You don't encourage that. So let them label their emotions. And as I've said, children go through emotions. That is what you should understand. They are human beings. They are like us. The only difference is that they don't know how to differentiate between right and wrong. That is all. Number two, make a plan. You can sit with your child and make a good plan, or you list down the strategies you're going to use so that they can have these skills Remember, you want to teach them how to solve their own problems. And they do have problems. They could be having a problem at school with their teachers. They could be having a problem with school or with their fellow students, you know. They could be having something that they are not telling you. And children, mind you, they are very, very cunning. They can mess you up, like they can put you in a very bad situation. And then you come to hate you when things have gone overboard. So you don't have to wait until things have gone so really terrible. That is when you're acting. So it's better to ukae rada as a parent, okay? That is a Kenyan saying. Teach them about coping techniques. For example, you can teach them about breathing. Breathing in and out exercise is very, very good. Encourage your children to go for exercises, physical, physical exercises, you know. If they like football, whatever hobby they like, encourage them to do it. Because in this, they are going to change their narrative from being terrible to I am strong, I am smart, I can do this. I've got this. I've got my parents backing me up. I'm going to tackle this. I am going to be the best in this subject. I am going to be the best in this and that, you know. You're encouraging them to be a positive thinker, okay? Yes. Parents, I hope you're taking a list. Rely on your support system. If a child is really terrible, you can take them to professionals who can really help you to solve the problem. And as a parent, you don't have to be so strict. You know, the families that we grew up in, whereby the parents were so strict. Like, if you do something, you for sure you're going to be killed. You just think about killing, you are going to be dead. So you start looking for homes, and you know, you start thinking for plan B. All the time we had plan B, because plan A, it was really terrible. But gone are those days when parents used to be so strict. Nowadays is an issue of talking to your child, putting your child closer, and of course encouraging and regulating media. You can't rule out technology. Technology is here with us, and it either build or spoil. Yes, it does two things in your child. It either build them or spoil. Okay? Like I saw another time, I saw a video circulating on this internet of ours, talking about, or it was about, you know, a certain, okay, there were two children who were fighting each other. And they were from good schools, and they were fighting. So one killed another lady killed another, you know. It was really terrible, because that is a waste of life. I mean, they are young. They could be somebody in life. So imagine all that wasted. You have wasted all that money, all that time, and the child just goes to school and they fight over things and they die. So the lesson was, parents, we should teach our children to be very, very observant, even when things have gone so really bad. They don't have to fight back. They don't have to fight each other. They can let it pass. They can let it go, to save their lives and to save themselves from this kind of problems. Now, you can encourage your children to sleep well, you know. You can encourage them to sleep well. You can tell them what the sleep does in their body. You can also encourage them. Be a routine person. Like, the time they are supposed to sleep, they sleep that time only. They should sleep that time only. It is the only time that they sleep. So make it a routine. If they're sleeping at 9, let it be 9 sharp on the dot. They are sleeping each and every time. So you don't have to change their timing, so that it doesn't disturb them. And the time for waking up, let it be also a routine, you know. Encourage them to do more exercises. I've talked about that. Talk it out. If your child has a problem, encourage them to talk it out. It's quite difficult, for example, or for teenagers to talk it out, because sometimes they don't want to share what is happening in their life. They feel that you hate them. They feel that you don't like them. They feel that you are a nobody to them. My dogs. They feel that they feel that you don't like them, you don't love them, you don't do anything about them. So once this feeling comes, it's very hard for them to share with you, to tell you what is happening in their lives. So parents, don't give up, though, even when they don't tell you, even when they don't talk to you. But you can utilize moments when you're happy, when you're going for a walk, when you're going for shopping, to talk about what is happening in your lives. I've seen teenagers not taking me so well. I'm struggling, but we have to up our games. It's really not easy. It's not. Make time for fun for your children. That is, if they love doing whatever they want to do, take them, so that they can explore, so that they can learn, they can meet people, they can do things here and there. Yeah. So encourage them to write about it. If they are really going through a problem, a major problem, you can encourage them to write about it. Just write down, jot down what is happening. If the kind of feeling, the kind of emotions they are going through, they can write them down. It is going to be well. It is going to be really well. And they can keep a record of what is happening. You can also teach them, especially the teenagers, you can teach them about mindfulness. You can teach them about meditation. Mindfulness is when you take interest in what you're going to do or what is happening. You are minding what you're saying, you're minding what you're going to do, you're minding everything, you're taking time to be mindful. All right. So encourage them to be mindful of what they speak, how they do it, how they do things, and as such like stuff. Also, you can encourage them to be meditative. They can meditate over things. They can also go for yoga. It's part of coping skills. And if you do this as a parent, I think you will have helped your child, because we are living in a world that is really very, very quick in doing things. So if you're not updated, if you're not a person, if you're not a parent who is sharp, things can pass you. Things can pass you, because there is use of internet, and it's either spoiling our children or putting them ahead of us. So you should run as a parent, and you should learn a lot of things. Okay. Now, if you're there as a parent and you feel that you have children who are maybe disturbing, don't give up yet. Don't give up, because they are still your children. It's going to be really okay. It's going to be fine for you. Don't give up. Encourage them to be who they are. Encourage them to do more. Encourage them to be wise in what they are doing. And above all, build them to be problem solvers, because these are leaders of tomorrow. Yeah, these are leaders of tomorrow. From the Mind Talk Show, I want to wish you parents all the best while you're teaching your children how to do this, how to have these coping skills that can help their lives, that can help them. From the Mind Talk Show, it's a bye-bye. Thank you.